On June 6th, we will be having a new moon in the sign of Gemini. We've had a lot of transits move into the sign of Gemini, so this might be familiar energy. However, now we have the new moon moving into the sign of Gemini, so it gives it an additional flair per se. New moons are all about new opportunities, new beginnings, and in order for these new moments to occur, we are also releasing something. So if you want to look back the last full moon in the sign of Gemini, you can find what it was that you were releasing and working on throughout these transits prior to the new moon in Gemini. So let's get into it. My name is Brianne, the Astro Yogini, and here we take a moment to look at the transits that are occurring, the sign as well as the planet and those two energies, to then take it over to the mat with a specific asana in mind, and we work through those energies through a yoga flow, and this just allows us to manifest and move through and flow through and heal as we have these transits hit certain parts of our own birth charts. So Gemini is the sign of duality, and it's an air sign, it's mutable, it's yin and yang, left and right, black and white. And the moon in general is all about emotions and how we navigate them. So with the new moon in the sign of Gemini, this will light up a specific area in your chart, and this is an opportunity for you to find your truth, but it's also important that we are allowing for others to speak their truth as well and giving them the space to do so, and vice versa. It's not a one-way road, but now with the new moon moving into the sign of Gemini, this just allows for new inspirations, new perspectives, new ways of communicating. Here we want to be specific with how we set intentions, because Gemini's ruling planet Mercury is still, it's a neutral planet. However, it's more chaotic neutral. If you're familiar with D&D and that lingo, chaotic neutral is for itself. And so what I mean when I say that is, however this transit will hit your own personal birth chart, and making aspects of your own personal birth chart will determine if it's going to be more chaotic or neutral or great. So, you just want to be clear and concise when you're setting intentions and creating these new manifestations using this new moon. These things may show up not as you have anticipated, so keeping an open mind with how these blessings do come up, and write everything down. Write your emotions down, write your list, your to-do list down, just everything. Write it down. So Gemini is the twins, and Gemini rules the throat, lungs, breath, hands, and the nervous system. So today's asana, I've designed a Vinyasa flow to work with Gemini energy and to then come back down and stay grounded and connect with our breath and help soothe our central nervous system. Yoga is a great somatic exercise, and Geminis, from my own experience with Geminis, I noticed that they just have fleeting thoughts, and it's ADHD max. So it just helps to be able to come down, stay grounded, and it's a perfect opportunity to understand your own emotions. So comment down below where you will be seeing this transit throughout your own personal birth chart, and if you want to see more content like that, subscribe and give me a like, and this will allow me to be able to create new content and also be more visible to you and others who will appreciate this. So thanks again, and I will see you guys over on the mat. Welcome back, everyone. Happy new moon, and let's begin. Inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky. exhale, turning to the left, gazing over the shoulder for seated twist. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release, unravel from the rib cage. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to your right, gazing over the right shoulder. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Unravel. Coming back to the center. Inhale, reaching up towards the sky, and exhale, twisting. Maybe find a new edge. Twist deeper. Press the back hand firmly into the mat to keep an elongated spine. Hold for 3, 2, 1. On your exhale, unravel. Inhale, charging the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, twisting over to the opposite side. Remain connected to your breath. Exhale, release, coming forward. Placing the hands on your knees. Begin to inhale for a seated cat-cow. Heart is up. Exhale, rounding the spine, dropping chin to chest. Inhale, up. Lift chin up, gazes up. And exhale. Just begin to find intuitive movement here. Warming up the spine. Moving with the pace of your own breath. Finding fluid movement here. Exhale, coming back to neutral spine. Let's go ahead and take our legs out to a wide-legged stance. Or flex. Inhale, charging the arm up. And exhale, begin to lean forward here. Inhale, press up. Exhale, begin to hinge even further. Continue to find that soft, easy movement. Inhale to elongate and exhale to release into wide-legged fold. Or finding simple stillness here. Inhale, begin to walk your hands back towards your body, charging the arms up and twist over to the left. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to hinge over that left leg. Inhale, pressing up, and exhale, lowering further over the leg. Foot remains flexed. Hold for 3, 2, 1. On your next inhale, begin to press up. Move back to center. Charging the arms up. Exhale, twist over to the opposite leg. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, begin to hinge at the waist as you lower down over the extended leg. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lowering further down. Continue to have a soft face. Unfurrowing the brow and parting the back teeth. Remain connected to your breath. Remaining here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, begin to walk your hands up towards the center and continue with that fluid movement. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen one more time. And exhale to twist, holding it for 3, 2, 1. Begin to walk your hands up towards your body, charging the arms up. Exhale to twist to the opposite side. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to hinge over that extended leg. Inhale to lengthen, Exhale, lowering down, holding for 3, 2, 1. Begin to walk your hands back to the center, and we'll continue on with this flow at your own pace, moving with each inhale and exhale, keeping the sits bones grounded. Exhale, twist over to the opposite side. One more on each side. Holding here. We'll be here for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin to press up. Inhale, charging the arms up towards the sky. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. And exhale to hinge over the extended leg. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin to walk the hands back to the center and drawing each leg in. Maybe finding some windshield wipers here. Coming over to tabletop, joints here will remain stacked. Curl the toes and press back into our first downward facing dog for today. We'll be here for 10 breaths, so just go ahead and pedal it out, finding movement that feels good to you. Nothing should ever be in pain. Softening through the face. Head should be relaxed between the arms. Go ahead and inhale, lifting the left leg. Dropping the left leg into 3-legged dog. Opening up that hip, maybe finding easy movements here. And switching directions in your circles. Straightening the leg, squaring the hips, and planting that foot down. Go ahead and lift the opposite leg. Flexing the knee, dropping the foot over to the opposite side. Finding movement here. Switching directions. Straightening the leg, squaring the hips, and bringing the leg down. Coming down to wide-legged child's pose. Press into the mat here. Taking care of the wrists, Gemini rules over the throat as well as the hands and the nervous system. And taking care of the wrists prior to any injuries. Making sure we switch directions here. Coming back up into a tabletop position and press back into downward facing dog. Look forward, gaze forward, and make your way to the top of your mats. Feet here are hip width apart, moving into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Front of the head points straight down. Tailbone lifts up. Bending at the knees here. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way to a high extended mountain pose, pressing the palm of the hands together. Exhale, swan dive back down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands down to the mat and stepping back into chaturanga, moving through your vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Curl the toes and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the left leg. Exhale, rounding through the spine, planting that foot forward. Remaining strong through the back leg. Finding your balance and charging the arms up into high lunge. And exhale, planting the hands down to the mat to take a vinyasa. Shift forward, gaze forward, lowering down into upward facing dog. Exhale, curl the toes and press back into downward facing dog. Gaze forward, step, hop, or walk your way to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise to high extended mountain pose. Exhale, right back down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands back down to the mat and step through a vinyasa. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. To the front of your mat. Back leg is strong, back heel reaches down towards the ground. Inhale, charging the arms up for a high lunge. Putting the hands down and moving through a vinyasa. And we will all meet in a downward facing dog to pedal it out. Inhale, lifting the left leg up. Exhale, rounding the spine, bringing the left knee to chest and planting that left foot. Inhale to high lunge and drop that back knee down for low lunge. Hands can be at heart center or on top of that knee. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Curling the back toes and lifting up back into high lunge. Exhale, plant the hands down and move through your vinyasa. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look up between your hands and make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. And swan dive back down to forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step, hop, or walk back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Be here for 5 breaths. It is important to always take the rest, especially with Geminis. And as fun as Vinyasa flows are, the more energetic Geminis seem to be, the more their central nervous system is up, which causes anxiety. So we just want to remain connected to the breath And I want to take breaks. Inhale, lifting the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale around through the spine and plant that right foot to the top of your mat. Coming into high lunge. Exhale, drop that back knee down on the mat. And we will hold for 3, 2, 1. Curl the toes. And lift back up into high lunge. Exhale, planting the hands and taking a vinyasa here. Meeting in downward facing dog. And holding here for 5 breaths. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step into high lunge, charging the arms up. Dropping the knee down to low lunge. And exhale, straight leg into half split. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Rolling back through to low lunge. Curl the back toes and lift back into high lunge. Planting the hands down. Coming back down to chaturanga and taking a vinyasa or a rest. And meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, draw the knee into chest. Planting that right foot at the top of your mat. Inhale to high lunge. Exhale, drop the knee down into low lunge. And straighten through that front leg, flexing the foot towards the face, into halfway split. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Rolling back through low lunge, curl the back toes. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, plant the hands down to mats. And take a vinyasa. And we will all meet in downward facing dog. For 5 breaths. Taking this moment to reconnect with your breath and your intentions if you set one. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to chest. Plant the left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, lower down to low lunge. Roll through a half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, halfway split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Pressing the hips back. Inhale, low lunge. Opening up the chest and the heart. Coming back to neutral spine, curl the back toes and press up for a high lunge. Pump the hands down to take a vinyasa. And meet in downward facing dog for 5 breaths before moving over to the other side. Two, 1. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to chest. Planting the right foot, top of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, drop to low lunge. Hands can be at heart center or on top of the knee. Roll through and straighten that right leg, flexing the foot. Inhale to low lunge. Moving at the pace of your own breath for 3 more rounds. Two more. And one more. Coming back to low lunge, curled back toes, and lift up into high lunge. Plant the hands, take a vinyasa, and meet in downward facing dog. For 5 breaths. Inhale, look up, gaze up, and step hop or walk to the top of your mat to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, all the way to high extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step, hop, or walk back into plank pose. Moving through upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Planting that foot to the edge of your mat. For lizard, we'll be here for 10 breaths. Maybe pressing into that knee, opening up the hips. Coming to the edge of your foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. And go ahead and lift up to downward facing dog. And pedal it out. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, rounding through the spine, knee to chest. Bring that right foot to the edge of your mat. Dropping the back knee down into lizard pose. Maybe rolling on the edge of the foot and pressing that hand into the knee to open the hips. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center. Bringing the leg back to 3-legged dog, squaring the hips, and moving back into downward facing dog. We will be here for 5 breaths. Heels touch, knees wide. Move back into child's pose. Coming up to tabletop position and rolling through to make our way to seated position. Gently rocking side to side, finding the sits bones. Take your right leg, keep it bent, bring the left leg to the bottom, left knee points straight out, and take that right leg and stack them on top of one another. Then we'll take the right arm to the bottom, left hand over top, and we'll take eagle arms here. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears as you lift your elbows and begin to draw the forearms away from the face and the body. Chin here can drop down to chest. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Putting the hands, just taking a couple of windshield wipers. Coming back to center. And taking this to the opposite side. So left knee will be on top. Right arm on the bottom. Left arm on top. Shoulders down. And on your exhale, drop the elbows. Draw the elbows up and forearms down, bringing the chin to chest. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center and unraveling, planting the hands back and taking a couple of windshield wipers. Coming back to center. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's take one last breath together. Inhale. And exhale, hands down to heart. It is my hope that through this new moon energy, you are able and willing to navigate with the use of this Gemini energy to find and explore and create and communicate your manifestations. Namaste.